Hello, I'm Kevin Hong. I'm a partner at LYC Partners, an executive search and leadership advisory firm. I'm also the co-founder of The Council, a private network for senior executives. And this is Leaders in Motion.
This is our solo episode, a shorter format where I share key insights, strategies, and reflections directly with you. These solo episodes are designed to give you practical frameworks you can apply right away as you think about your own career trajectory. Today's episode is special because it's based on our very first Global Executive Advantage workshop. We brought together 3 experts, Barry as a coach, Mélanie, an executive branding expert, and Lei, a networking strategist, to discuss what it really takes to future-proof your career. The result was a powerful framework, the 3 pillars of career resilience, career insurance, professional branding, and strategic networking. That's what I'll walk you through today. Let's start with the reality we all feel. The market is volatile and organizations are restructuring faster. Decision windows are shorter. Even highly capable leaders get caught off guard when the organizational chart shifts. The workshop distilled a clear response. Treat your career like an asset. Plan it. Make it visible. Invest in the relationships that carry when conditions change. And do those 3 things in parallel, not sequentially. Pillar 1, career insurance. Barry's core message was direct. Insure your career the way you insure your home. You hope you never use the policy, but when a shock hits, redundancy, relocation, a change in mandate, well, you're covered. The practical application is threefold. Asset analysis. Run a sober inventory of your career assets. Skills, experiences, qualifications, and education. The question is not, what do I hope to do? It's, what do I have that the market recognizes right now? That inventory becomes the raw material for your value story in any conversation. Scenario planning. Diversify your options. If AI or market shift compresses your niche, what are your plan B and C and D? Think in business case terms. 1 scope change, 1 geography shifts, 1 adjacent industry. You're not committing to all 3. You're reducing concentration risk. Agility and mobilization. If you needed to act in weeks, not months, could you? That includes practical constraints. Family, schools, partner, work, spelled out in advance. They're uncomfortable conversations, but that's precisely what insurance looks like at the executive level. We heard concrete examples in the workshop. Leaders with 15-20 years in one organization who suddenly received the email from head office. No updated CV, no LinkedIn presence, no ready story, no plan. Once they completed even a basic stress test and drafted alternatives, their speed and optionality improved dramatically. A quick self-check you can use this week. If a headhunter called you today, could you articulate your 90, 180, 365-day outcomes in 2 minutes? If your role disappeared next quarter, or plan B and C, documented by name, not in theory, could you activate a warm introduction chain in 48 hours? If any answer is uncertain, that's your first action item. Pillar 2, professional branding. Mélanie reframed branding in practical terms. It's not vanity, it's professional reputation expressed deliberately. Your resume shows what you did. Your brand communicates who you are, your expertise, leadership posture, and values, and it travels beyond your current company and country. In unpredictable markets, that visibility supports cross-industry and cross-geography transitions, and it attracts opportunities like board seats and speaking engagements. The workshop emphasized 3 pillars for branding: authenticity, share useful experience-based insights and selectively the learning behind them. Personality isn't oversharing. It's the small human signal that helps others recognize fit. Consistency. Short bursts followed by long silence don't build trust. Even a modest but regular cadence compounds credibility. Strategy. Publish towards your next move, sector, geography, or mandate, so your presence matches where you are going, not only where you have been. On platforms and time, start with LinkedIn. If you're more comfortable speaking, consider podcasting. If you prefer writing, consider a newsletter. Tools can reduce the time to draft, and they don't replace your judgment. You still set the idea, the example, and the conclusion. The stance must be yours. We also named the risk of silence. If you don't communicate, someone else will, possibly a competitor, or no one will, and you'll find yourself reproving from zero at each interaction. In leadership cultures where public thinking is normal, silence can read as absence of leadership, even when your capability is strong. And without an online signature, your credibility outside your local network is harder to validate when you need to move across borders. Pillar 3. Strategic networking. Leigh brought the third pillar into focus. Networking isn't collecting contacts, it's building reciprocal, trusted relationships long before you need them. Many outcomes are influenced in rooms where you're not present. The job is to be known in those rooms for the right reasons. 2. Operating modes. Passive. Low effort, slower outcomes. You wait for opportunities. Active. Higher effort, fast outcomes. You create opportunities, a practical ladder you can put to work. Start wide for visibility, events and workshops. Move to relevant circles for referrals, peer learning groups, industry associations, alumni networks, professional councils. Then go targeted, one-to-one outreach to headhunters and operators who matter for your path. Finally, deepen to human, scheduled check-ins and specific experience sharing, asking for advice while offering support. Depth over volume. On engaging recruiters specifically, favor specialists over generalists in your lane. Prefer relationship-driven partners over purely transactional. Evaluate access and knowledge. Did you learn at least one thing you didn't know by the end of our first call? If yes, keep them close. If not, rotate. The workshop exercise that resonated the most. List your top 10 industry contacts and label each relationship dormant, transactional, or trusted. Define 2 steps to shift a few towards trusted. Identify 5 high-quality recruiters who meet the specialist relationship knowledge bar. Put time on the calendar to engage now if you're in active mode or with a firm date, if you're pacing your efforts. When you hit walls, separate root cause from symptom. Use a simple 5 whys probe. Is it market conditions? An overambitious pivot? Interview execution? Or network access? Sometimes hiring managers Choose the safe bet. It's not a moral judgment, it's context. Adjust the sequencing of plan B, C, D accordingly. Integrating the 3 pillars. The reason these pillars work is that they compound. Insurance gives you confidence, you're less reactive, and you negotiate better. Branding gives you visibility. The market can pre-hear you before you walk into the room. Networking gives you amplification. Your name travels even when you're offline. When the system is healthy, incoming conversations have better context, higher trust, and faster momentum. One focused play for this month. If you want a single structured hour to get momentum, minutes 0 to 15, asset analysis. Write these 3 business problems you repeatedly solve and add 1 metric and 1 how line under each. Minutes 15 to 30, brand pass. Update your LinkedIn headline and about section so they reflect these problems and your next role intent. From 30 to 45, network nudge. Send a 2-paragraph updates to 1 dormant operator or 1 specialist recruiter. What you solve now, the scope you're targeting next, and 1 immediate way you can help them. 45 to 60, scenario draft. Name, plan B and C, add the first 30-day step for each. Put these steps on your calendar before you close the laptop. It's a small investment that changes how you feel on Monday and how the market experiences you over the next quarter. So here's my question for you now. What's 1 action you'll take this month to strengthen your career resilience? Update your LinkedIn, reconnect with a dormant contact, or write down your plan B. Pick 1 and start now. If you'd like to go deeper, I encourage you to follow the work of our workshop experts, Barry on career insurance and Mélanie on executive branding, and Lei on networking. These insights are very invaluable, and if you're ready to accelerate your own executive transformation, consider joining the Council, our global peer network, where we provide structured coaching for the next generation of C-suite leader. You'll find all the details in the show notes. This podcast is produced by Mélanie Hong, who helps leaders and organizations create strategic podcasts. Thank you for listening to this first solo episode of Leaders in Motion. I'm Kevin Hong. See you next time.